Good afternoon, everyone. I am Corinne Braxton, and it is Tuesday, May 14th, I think. 14th. I'm coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana, and it's sort of a cloudy day here. It's been raining, it's been sunny, it's been raining a lot, and now it's cloudy again. So we're going to just check our computer to see if I can find myself before we begin. Give everyone a chance to get on here. There we go. Found myself. That's always good. Alrighty. So now we'll just wait for some people to find us. See who's going to show up first. This is, oh, hey, Alejandra. Good to see you this afternoon. I don't usually come on in this time frame, so I'm getting a whole different set of people. So nice to see you. Hey, Barbara from Oregon, and Alejandra is from Texas. Oh, thank you very much. This is my craft along day. So I went live this morning, and let's see, we did 2 cards this morning, and we're going to do 3 cards this afternoon. So this morning we did 2 fun folds using Adventurous Sky. This is one of them. I know it's backwards because until I turn the camera down, it'll be backwards. So, hey, Stacy from Florida, good to see you again. And Marcy, hey, Marcy, good to see you too. Well, this 4 o'clock time frame is sort of an interesting time. Usually I'm live at 10 o'clock in the morning. This is the other card we did this morning. So I had the ladies decide whether they wanted the gray on the side or the copper. So both of these are really easy. These are good fun folds. This one's a book binding, so it's a great card. Both of these were pretty easy fun folds. I love fun folds, but I like easy fun folds. So that's what we made this morning. And this afternoon, we're going to do 3 cards. Oh, thank you, Stacy. You are so wonderful about sharing. I appreciate thumbs up, comments, share. When you shop with me, I reward you with you'll be getting the 5 free kits from today if you make a purchase of $50 or more. Anyway, this has really been a fun day. Hey, Carla, good to see you this afternoon. Carla from Wisconsin. So hope your cough is getting better. Mine is, I still have it once in a while, so hopefully I'm sort of on the mend. I've been taking a lot of Mucinex. That sort of loosens up that phlegm in my chest. Colds always go to my chest. And it's also gone to my eye. So now I have a sty in my eye. All these things, these are all complications from my trip to Mexico. Oh, goodness. It seems like every time I have a big trip like that, I get sick afterwards. I can almost name all of the different incentive trips that I got sick after I got home. Hey, Jan from Eastern Montana, good to see you today. I hope you ladies all had a wonderful Mother's Day, if you're a mother or just celebrating other mothers. And we had a really nice weekend. And we had our granddaughter, Grace, who's 22, graduated from college. So that ceremony was here in Bozeman, Montana. She graduated from Montana State, and that was very exciting. We're so proud of her. And then we had a lunch after that, and it was just really a wonderful family get together with a few other friends too. And then on Sunday, everyone was gone. Our grandchildren were all motocross racing on their dirt bikes, so we didn't even see them until that evening. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. It is sort of a cool day here. I walked this morning. My surgeon wants me to keep walking to build the bone for my back. So anyway, I've been trying to get walks in. I got plenty of walking in Mexico for sure. The resort was so huge, but I've been walking almost every day. And last week, of course, it snowed for 2 days, and then it was 70 degrees this weekend. And today it's like in the 50s, in the high 50s, but it was raining most. But I got to walk in before it started raining. Okay, we're going to turn the camera down, so close your eyes if you get dizzy, and we're going to I'll show you I'm going to focus on some cards, and then I'm going to show you the 3 projects that we're going to do. So close your eyes, and here we go. These are some cards that I've been working on from this Hearts and Hugs, or Hugs and Hearts. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's really a fun coloring set. Very cute. We're gonna use some of these in a class in June, so they're just really, really fun. They've got some great coloring with little animals, and these are some of the new in colors, but this is what that I was just lining the camera up. Here is my host code, and it's for May. That's the host code. You can shop with me right there. I'm gonna set those over there. And now we're going to get to the stamps that we're going to use for this afternoon. So we're going to be working with Thoughtful Wishes. This is a beautiful set. I've got a lot of die cutting here. And I have, oh my goodness, the dies are fabulous. This is a great set. It is on, what page is that on? Page 47. So page 46 and 47. It's just, I'm going to bring the camera up a little bit here, and then you can see a little bit more of this, of the catalog spread. This paper is called Thoughtful Journey, is the name of the designer paper. It's 6 by 6, and it is my favorite. Oh my goodness, everyone I think loves this paper. It's got great back and front side. It looks like it was all watercolored. I think everyone will love it. I do have a class this Thursday. It's in person, or I can also ship the kits to go. And that class uses this whole bundle also, different cards than what we're doing today. But that class includes a half a package of this paper. It includes not these gems because they're sold out for now. They're on back order, but other in-color gems. And 5 cards, all the directions are typed and printed out for you, and those can be shipped or in person if you live here in Montana. So that's what we're going to be working on today. A wonderful set of dies. In fact, it's such a good set that I have 2 sets of dies because I do a lot of die cutting for classes and for kits to ship. So that's what we're going to be using today. It's a great bundle. So much to it. Good. We're going to be using these sentiments. We're going to be using this one today for the inside of our card. So the first thing that we're going to do, I'll show you the card. So this was I received this card when I was in Mexico. It was one of the swaps that I received from Kim Williams. I don't know her. I've seen her on online, but I don't know her. I've never met her in person. But I thought it was so clever. She used balmy blue with this paper, and this is the inside. And I really like that a lot. I thought that was a great way to use the negative and the positive. So thank you, Kim. I sort of cased it, and I changed it up. I'm using Boho Blue. This is Boho Blue, and the paper is the same. I've pretty much done everything. I put a label on there so that in case it's crooked or something. And then I like to have the writing side on the right, and I use the positive image right there. So anyway, I thought it's not a hard card at all. I think, what have I done with my ribbon? No, I think I've lost the ribbon. Maybe it's on the other side of the room someplace. We'll see. Maybe maybe what I'll do is use twine instead. Okay, so we're going to start this. That's the card. That's the first card. It's not hard. I have a lot of things finished already. So I'm going to bring the pieces in for you. We're going to start with a piece of designer paper. This is the paper. It's 6 by 6. That's one side, and that's the other. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. And I'm going to just set these all out for you in case you want to take a screenshot. I also have these all typed up, and I will post after the video is finished, after my Facebook Live is finished. These will all be under the category. It says more in there. So these are the measurements. This is the base of the card, 5.5 by 8.5. That's standard side folding card. Then we have a narrow piece that's like that. And then we have a white piece. And I've already done the die cutting. So I die cut the 4.5 by 2, and there it is. There we have it. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can, just like that. And there we go. But you can, or you can just wait until I'm finished. If you purchase from me, everything, all the directions will be typed up and printed out for you. And our rest of our pieces are in there. We're going to be using these gems today. These carried over from the other catalog, the tinsel gems, the 3-pack. I probably use these more than any other gems. They're really great. I thought this is really Misty Moonlight, but I thought it went really well with the boho. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to take these away and move on. So we have our piece of designer paper. I love 6 by 6. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down to 4 inches. We're going to use every bit of this paper. So I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. And I'm going to save this part. We're going to use that on the inside. And then I'm going to cut to 5 1/4. And I want to keep that blue, so I'm going to just slice off a little bit down here at the bottom. 5 1/4. And we can save this for another card. These scraps are so gorgeous. I don't waste any of them. I have a little bag with the scraps from this. I've gone through a lot. I did a lot of swaps in my business groups, and I've used this paper a lot, for sure. Okay, this is going to go on our card, on our boho card, like that. So isn't that side pretty too? Oh my goodness, I don't know. They both are just, sometimes it's hard to decide. So I'm going to use my stamping seal, and we're going to, there we go, like that. And the leftover part that I have, I'm going to use this and put it right here on the inside. And let's see what that measurement is, 4 1/4, I believe. So from here to here. So we're just going to cut this down to 4 1/4. Save that little bits and pieces. Okay, I think that's all the cutting we have to do. This is going to go on here like that. There we go. And now we're going to put, our inside is going to be this. We're going to stamp on this, so we'll just wait for a minute with that. Okay? And let's take our, we have our boho narrow mat. And what I'm going to do is take our die cut piece. So I already die cut this. You want to make sure you save that. It's a really, I think, a very efficient way to make a card, to use both the inside and the outside. And I'm just going to use a little bit of adhesive right there. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive. I'm going to use my Tombow now. I'm just going to get a little bit right in here to hold it down. You don't have to. You could, maybe you like to use Tombow the whole time. I like to, I would rather use my seal. So we're going to put this right on the blue mat, or Boho Blue mat. And there we have that. And this, I'm going to press that down for that Tombow. And now we're going to put some, here's my measurements. I always write that on there. That's a good way that when I come get ready to type, I can just look at the back of my, okay. And we're going to just put a few more. I'm going to cut another piece here. I'm going to cut some more of my adhesive strips, my pieces. I love these. Oh, I just love using them. And they just are easy peasy. And you get quite a few in a package. Okay, so this is going to go on there like this. I'm going to just almost hate to cover that up, but I think it's very attractive this way. Now, if you felt confident, obviously, before I put this on, you could have stamped the words on that. Let me move this up here there so you can see it better. But we're going to actually stamp them on a label. So I'm going to dump out the rest of the things from my envelope. I've got some got a little dish here. Here's the leftover piece, and we've got a little, we're going to put do some stamping right there. And let's see, let's get our ink. We have Boho Blue ink, and I thought this would be a great card. I love the sentiments in this stamp set. We're going to use the Missing You and the Thinking of You Fondly. Missing You, I'm going to send this. This would be a good card, I think, for me to send to my mom. My mom is 97, and she gets lonely. She's in an assisted living. She's doing really well. She's really still sharp, but right now she's got a blood clot in her leg, and she's really struggling with that pain. So we're going to do our stamping. We have, let me just bring in my silicone mat. I like to use that for my red rubber. So this is going to be for the inside of my card. And we're going to do the Thinking of You Fondly for the inside right here. Anyway, right now she's got this blood clot, and it has just been so painful. She's been to the doctor several times, and the stamp is from the same set of stamps. And she's been to the doctor, and they've given her medicine to break up the blood clot and all that. But it's still hard for her to walk and everything else too. So anyway, here's the Missing You. I thought this would be a nice card to send her. She lives in Wisconsin. My sisters and brothers all live there too. That's where I'm from originally. So I'm actually going there the first week of June and to see her again. So I'm going to put this on the inside. And this little label is from, what's that from? I know what it's from. I know exact. What is that from? Something we had it in the catalog last year. Maybe someone can help me out. I can't think of what the name of it was. Hey Nadine, Lavon, Linda, good to see you all. Oh, thank you very much. Nadine is from Maryland. Oh, well, I don't know if I've ever had anyone watching from Maryland. That's exciting. I'm going to put this, I'm going to keep this flat, only because we already have popped up this part, and it gets a little thick in the mail, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, and I forgot the ribbon. The ribbon's across the room, so instead of getting up, this is a new ribbon that we have. It comes with the petal pink and the white. But I'm going to do, since I have some, I keep the white linen thread right here, and I keep the linen thread and the white thread right here on my desktop. So I'm going to do a double bow. So I like to use a stamping jig when I do a double bow, and I'm going to use my scissors just to get that. When I do a single bow, I just tie it with, freehand in the air kind of thing. But when I'm doing a double bow with linen thread or with ribbon, I like to use a jig. So, and then you can I've got several jigs that I use for the class when I have classes in person, and they just have nails too. So then there's my double bow, and you can sort of spread that out. And then you can just sort of loosen it up like that. And I would get a glue dot, put some glue dots on there. Oops, I think I did it backwards here. And we're going to just touch that glue dot right there. I've got one of my friends, Kathy, wound all of my glue dots going so that they were going on the outside rather than the inside. There we go, like that. Oh, I like that bow a lot. So anyway, so I have them all on the outside, even though they come on the inside. Anyway, so now we're going to put some gems on the front. So we're going to put some of these. And I think you could put, I just thought it was sort of neat the way she put them on the inside of the negative part. Take your pick tool. I'm going to just put those right in there. So when you make a purchase from my online store today, any purchases over $35 will give you all 5 kits. If you make a purchase of $50 or more, then I will send you a package of brand new gems as well, plus all the card kits. And there we have it. Now let's put the in. We got one more thing to do, and then we'll be done. Done with that. And we're going to put this on the inside. We might as well use it, or you could save it too. You could certainly save it. We're going to just hold that and take my reverse tweezers and just touch a little bit of glue on there. This is so funny for me to have a video so late. I am a morning person, and I know a lot of you are evening persons, or that you like to do things in the evening. But I like to, let's see once. We're going to put this, I think we'll put it right there. Okay, and there we have it. I'm going to let that dry before I close it, and there is our card. That's the inside and the outside. Isn't that pretty and not hard one bit? That designer paper does the work. All you have to do is put it together because it's so beautiful. That's called Thoughtful Journey. And make sure we get, this is not bone folded very well. We're going to get my bone folder out and just give that a good crease. I don't want to get any of that Tombow glue from the inside. I think it's good. That's good. Okay, and there's our card. Next card. This one. Let me see this. So this one is another card. I just think it's beautiful. I love this petal pink and the peach pie. I love that combination. It's really a pretty combination, I think. Okay, I'm going to bring in some pieces. So, dearest friend, this paper is a different paper. What is it called? I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. Let's see if we can find it in the catalog. Unbounded or something. It's so nice now that we can open up the catalog. Here it is. It is called, it's part of the Unbounded Beauty. It's called Unbounded Beauty is the DSP, and it's 12 by 12. So if you make a purchase from me, everything will be embossed with the 3D embossing folder for this card. Everything will be cut and ready for you to go. So this is a brand new embossing folder, and it's a gem for sure. It's a 3D one, so it's really a nice size. I mean, it gives it a real good impression. And our inside looks like that. So this is pretty in pink. Pretty in pink. And so let's see what's here. We got some gems going on. We're going to use the In Color resin dots. These are on back order just for a few days, and then they should be back. So things sort of have been selling fairly quickly. Okay, here are our bits and pieces. We have our pretty in pink, 5.5 by 8.5, and we just pull those up for a minute. And let's see what's here. Thank you very much, Stacy. We have our inside. This is the mat for the inside. Our outside mat is 4 inches by 5 1/4. That's going to go right on that. And then we have 2 pieces of designer paper. And these are, oh, there it is. I wrote it down. As I knew I'd forget it. Unbounded Beauty DSP. It's 2 by 4 inches, and we need 2 of these. So, Unbounded Beauty. So I'm going to put those right there. You need 2 pieces of those. And that is it. That's as easy as this card is. Whoops, Daisy. Let's see, we're dropping things. Again, we're using the same set, the same stamps, the Thoughtful Wishes. We're going to use a few different, we're going to use the Dearest Friend and You Make Life Better on this card. So I've already ran this through the embossing folder. Take that off. We're going to put this on. And I am going to put my adhesive right on my base because this is such a deep, this works. If you're using Tombow, I would put my Tombow right here. But when you do this, sometimes it'll tear the paper, especially with me because I have a heavy hand. I'm a pretty fast stamper. I like to use this to get my silicone mat to get things started. So I'm going to just put a couple rows of adhesive right here like this. And now I can just set this on. Like that. And now we're going to take this piece and I forgot something. Before I did that, we're going to put our pink. This is a new in-color ribbon. It is called Bordered Ribbon. And I actually meant before I glued that on, but we're gonna just sort of cheat a little bit, and we won't wrap it. It would have been better to wrap it around the white, but this will work just fine. So we can do that. I was just trying to move along. Okay, I'm just going to tape this like this. You could use your adhesive too, but I like to use the Scotch tape for ribbon. It's just a personal preference, but keep it nice and flat and tight. And there we have it. And now you didn't even know that I didn't do it the way I intended to do it. So we're going to put this on with some adhesive. There we go. And just like that. Can't move it quite as well. There we go. That's good. And now we're going to take our piece that is the same dimension. And this one there's the other side of that, the petunia pop. We're going to pop this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of my handy dandy adhesive sheets on. Let's see, here's another one. I keep my little dish. So they come, those of you who follow me, you know I use these all the time. They come 6 sheets like this. They're nice thickness. I still use my dimensionals too, of course, but then I cut them up and I use them for bigger projects. I like to keep them in a little dish and I have them all ready to go. So this is, and it's nice and stable. It's not going to, it's not going to cave in when it goes through the mail. So that goes on there like that. And now this is going to, I've got 2 of these. They're sort of tangled together here. I didn't mean for them to be, but you can, with our regular basic white paper, you can cut 2 layers at one time. It works just fine. Now with our regular cardstock, I don't usually cut 2 layers, but only with the white I do. But not everything, but on a lot of things you can cut 2. I actually cut 2 on these. So anyway, I am having so much fun with this new catalog. I hope that many of you, if you still need a catalog and don't have one, please let me know. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. And of course, right now we have a fabulous joining special. It's the best I have ever seen. I've been a demonstrator now for 12 years, and that was the best decision I ever made. I'm so glad my then upline Kathy encouraged me to join. I was a school teacher, so I always taught school. And then when we moved from Missouri to Montana, I didn't know what I was going to do with myself because the grandbabies were little and their moms didn't want to see me daily. And I drove to a town about 2 hours away to go to a stamping store. And then I asked the lady if she knew any other people that lived in Bozeman, Montana. And she knew a lady and she put me in touch with her. And that's how I met this gal, Joan, and she invited me to a class. And then the demonstrator invited me to join, and I'll be forever grateful that someone asked me. I'm going to put that down there. So if you would like to save money, this is the perfect opportunity. I think, I could have used the pink also, I think, on that. Okay, now that's done on that. We still have to do the greeting, and we have to do our inside. So I'm going to set that aside for a moment and bring in my, my little label. So, that's not, that one already is stamped on. Here are my labels. We're going to stamp with the Dearest Friends. Where is that? Dearest Friend. Okay, we're going to use some of the Peach Pie. This is a beautiful color. It's scrumptious, scrumptious. And it's not too pale either. It's just a good Dearest Friend. Like that. Cleaning on my chamois. Actually, here's the Dearest Friend. I think I'm going to use the Happy Birthday. I need some birthday cards, and I'm going to use that. This is from Unbounded Love. So it has some great, I'm going to change it up this time, because I need more birthday cards. We need to get our piercing mat out for that. So there's our piercing mat. I love this birthday set. Oh, it's got a good set of, I'm going to put a few little splotches here along the bottom. Just sort of because I can. I like this little stamp. I'm going to add a couple more. Little off the edge. There we go. And that's all part of the set, Thoughtful Wishes. Happy birthday, dearest friend. Okay, and next we are going to put that on our inside of our card. So we're going to adhere that. I was getting cold, so I turned the air conditioner. We've got the air conditioning on, and I turned it up. Now I'm getting warm. So, there we go. I love that pink and that peach color together. I just think they're so pretty. And now here's our little sentiments going to go on here. And because we have some, this one's going to be flat, and that part I'm going to put some dimensionals on. So I'm going to put a couple dimensionals right on the end because I don't want it to drop down. Pull those off like that. And put a little bit of adhesive on. This place is, we built this house in the last couple of years, and right now we have so many workers here. They are working on the guest house, finishing that, and we must have had 10 trucks here today. And it's really quite a difficult feat trying to get out of the garage with all these workers around. Oop, I think that's a little bit. Okay, we need to put our little bow on. Let me see. I already made a little knot, tied a little knot with this ribbon. Hey, Peggy, good to see you this evening. We're going to add this with a glue dot. I really appreciate you commenting, thumbs up, hearts, all of those things. I appreciate you shopping. And if you like the video, I really appreciate you doing the thumbs up and all of that. Okay, we're going to, looks like I've got a little ink right there. Actually, I don't know about that now. I think I'm going to change this. I'm going to just lift this up. Yep, it came up right off. I'm going to put it right here so that it goes over that ribbon like that. That way, it'll look like this knot is coming right from this other ribbon, even though I just glued it on with glue dots. Okay, let's trim that, give that a little haircut. And our card is finished. So this is one of the cards of the 5 of the kits that I would send you. Happy birthday. You would use your own stamps and your own ink, and everything else I will do for you. So You can order in my store. My store is it's koreanscrafts.stampingup.net. There's the host code. I appreciate it when you use the host code. And that is that card. Okay, let's move that aside. Okay, and our last card today, let's check this is going to be our last card. This is the Attention Shoppers fun set. Oh, thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. I know the colors it's a nice combination. Thank you, Levon. Thank you, Linda from Minnesota. Peggy, Carla. Okay, Mary. Oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Oh, you ladies. Thank you, Darcy. Thanks, Carla, Mary, Nadine. Okay. Alrighty. Well, this set, when I saw this in the catalog, I thought, when in the world would I use a shopping basket? I don't know. I'm never going to buy that stamp set. Well, you know, you just have to, all I do is say that, and then the next thing I see a pretty card, or two pretty cards, and I ended up buying it, and oh my goodness, it's so fun. I enjoyed it so much. We're using the new embossing folder. It's not a 3D, it's called So Swirly, and that's what I used in the background. Look at the size of this. This is a regular embossing folder. Here's the eyelet one. And then this is the new swirly one. We have one that's circles, concentric circles, and then this swirling one. But let me show you what's sort of cool about this. I like it. I guess it's designed for bigger cards. You know, maybe it's like for Memories and More, or if you make a bigger card. Let me just show you what I like about it. You can take two pieces of cardstock. Instead of doing just one, you can actually do two at a time because it fits. So like this. Isn't that neat? You would just run it through. Now this is a regular embossing folder, and so it doesn't take that gray plate. It doesn't take the die cutting plate. It just takes one clear plate, then this, and then another clear plate on top of that. But it's really fun set. Now, where did I put that? I'm always losing things here right in this little tiny space. Okay, here we go. We're going to get our bits and pieces. This is the... So this is the stamp set that we're using, called Attention Shoppers, and I can't wait to do some more things with this. It's so fun. Fun. And I've got all these things already die cut for the kits that I'll be sending out for this craft along. And so we're going to set that aside. What page is that on? Let's see. Let's take a look in our catalog, because now we can open it. Attention Shoppers. It's one of the, it's a bundle. Here, it's on page 65. I thought I had it all marked, but I guess I didn't. Page 65 is one of the bundles. It is, the bundle number is 163644, and it's only $39.50. It's a lesser priced bundle than normal. Excuse me, and my nose was running there. Okay, let's see. Now we're going to get our pieces. Oh, and this is the paper. This is the paper we're going to be using, and this is it's full of life is the name of it. Full of life. This was my prize patrol in Houston. I didn't go to Houston for onstage, but I did pay for it, and so that I would get everything, because I just still wasn't quite able to travel yet after my back surgery. But then, so Mexico was basically my first trip after my surgery. So this paper is fun. Oh my goodness, I love it. I can't stop playing with it. This is I have 2 packs that I'm working out of now, because I've used a lot of it. It's very fun paper for sure. So I thought I wanted to use I wanted to use Petunia Pop and the Peach Pie, and I thought, this is what I thought. Oh, that would be just gorgeous, this piece. Let's see what the other side looks like. There it is, the little blocks. So the first card I made was this one. but I like this one so much better. This one's just a little brighter and bolder, and there's the other side of it. You could use anything, but I just thought that was a nice. And then the beauty of this is that I have only taken a small strip of paper. It's only 1.5 inches by 5. Well, this is actually 6. We're going to cut it down. I'm going to show you that in a second here. So anyway, the card goes together quite easily. We're going to do some coloring too. So we'll bring our pieces in. There's our strip of designer paper. So our petunia pop is 4 by 5 1/4. Our peach is going to be one size smaller, 3 3/4 by 5. So that's going to go like that. And then our base is our thick white is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. I always like to use the thick for my bases. So, and then I did a little swatch thing. Patty Bennett always does this. And when I was doing my blends, I just thought that really helped me a lot to figure out what colors to use, and did that. Okay, let's see. Let's put this aside. See if I have everything out of the envelope. And we're going to assemble this, and we're going to do some coloring and everything. Okay, first we're going to decide about this. Because we're using this petunia, I want to keep as much of that petunia color as possible. And I don't like that yellow in there, so we're going to be cutting that off. So this is 1.5 inches by 5. Oh, thank you. I love those colors too. So, hey, Phyllis, good to see you. Where do you live, Phyllis? Yeah, it's always fun to hear what states you're all coming from. So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to leave a little bit of a border. Like that. And take that off. That just helps me and it helps you, I think. That's a little translucent piece. Now we can just take this and cut it off from the back. It's always better if you can cut things from the back. You get a straighter edge. There we have that. Sometimes if you cut it too soon, beforehand, and then try to glue it on, you might have a little gap. So it's nice to do that. Okay, this one I'm going to just quickly use this seal because it's not too deep. It's not like some of the 3D ones. We're going to take this off of our petunia. Pretty color, isn't it? Oh, love these colors together. And now we're going to bring in our card, the 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And just like that. I still have to, after this video, I have to drive into town and go to CVS and pick up a prescription for my eyes because I have developed a sty in my eye. So I had to call the optometrist today. And so now I have to go get that when I'm finished with this video. Okay, let's do our stamping. This is a brand new little die cut from Unbounded Beauty. Let's see, let's get that out. We're going to use that. And I already die cut some. I have a bouquet and a basket, a shopping bag. So we'll put those right there in case I have extra pieces, in case we make a mistake or a creative expression. Okay, this is going to go on our card like that. Maybe we'll just go ahead and do that right away and get that out of the way before we do our stamping. Just like that. That way it'll be, center it. Now I can set it aside and we won't lose that piece. Okay, let's bring in our piercing mat so we can do these are photopolymer stamps. And we're going to do some stamping. And look at this cute little shopping basket that I die cut from the metal silver paper. And let me bring in find my stamps here. Okay, There we go. So this is going to be another birthday. We're going to, we always need lots of birthday cards for sure. I send my team members birthday cards, and I have a big family, so they all get birthday cards, and I have lots of nieces and nephews. Oh, that black doesn't seem to be. There we go. This is another really nice birthday set. And we're going to clean that on my chamois right next to me here. And, okay, now let's do the flowers first. We're going to just, what I'm going to do is you should be able to, if you don't use grid paper, I mean, lots of times I'll put my grid paper down, but if you, since the Stamparatus has been retired, so now I do it like this, especially when I'm sending kits. Then I'll have, whoops, that one didn't work. Let's try that again. Let's try that one again. I better get a little closer. I didn't want to get my head in it. There we go. There we go. It's just got a little bit of an edge around it. Maybe I'll just snip that off. When you're on video, you have things are a little further away from you than normally. Okay, and then we're going to do our shopping basket. We'll do that. And that. You can also do it upside down. I've done that. I do that on red rubber for sure. I do it upside down, but with the clear stamps, it's easy enough to do it this way. Okay, so that's all done. You're going to color those things. And we're going to do treat yourself. And shopping is always a good idea. This would make a great, where's my card? Oh, here it is. Right there. We're going to do shopping is always a good idea. Quite honestly, I don't like to shop in stores anymore. I used to like to do that, but I like shopping online now. So, but it's still fun to, and then I'm going to say treat yourself. I think this is just a fun card, and one that can certainly, you could put money or gift card in there or something for someone. It looks like something my granddaughter Grace would like. She's 22, and she would really probably enjoy this because she likes to shop. And okay. So we're going to do some coloring now. We're going to have, here's our shopping basket. We'll put that right there so we can take care of that in a minute, but we'll do some coloring. And let's pull in our blends. Let's see what you're all saying. Lisa, hey Lisa, good to see you from Texas. Oh, Phyllis, you're from Tennessee. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. What a kind thing to say. Well, if you like my videos, thumbs up. Share them with your friends. That always helps. Sharing is caring for sure. These are all the blends that we're going to be using today. Okay, we're going to do our little flowers first. And we're going to use some lemon lime. I took these blends just from my the paper package. It told me what colors to use. So we're going to just sort of do the same thing, and I'm going to go sort of quickly. And we're going to do this Petunia Pop. Oh no, this is Melon Mambo. Melon Mambo and Petunia are in here. So we'll just do, this is the Melon Mambo is a little bit pinker and the other one is a little bit more purpley. If that's the word, purpley, I don't know, you know what I mean. Okay, let's see. And then we're going to use the peach. Let's see, we've got the light pumpkin pie and we've got the light peach pie. We're going to use peach pie because that's what our card is. And we're just going to, like that, really quickly, a little bit faster than I normally would color, but, and I can see that we're going to have to add a little bit of green back here to fill in that space that it'll show the paper. And there we go, and there's that. I don't like the way I did stamp that, but if I were doing it otherwise. You know, normally what you normally do is you stamp and then you die cut. But I don't like to die cut very well on camera. So I just find it's easier to do this. And most of the time it works pretty well. There's that done. And now we're going to do our bag. And we're going to do, again, we're going to use the peach pie I'm using. I'm just going to real quickly color that in. Like this. I'm going to bring this down a little closer so you can see that. And I like to use little circles when I'm coloring. Quite often I will take my darker color and outline it. Maybe just give it a little edge to it. Like that. And now I'm going to put some dots in there, like little polka dots. Just gives it a little bit of texture. You don't have to do that, but why not? It's fun. There we go. Okay, you can't see that very well. Oh no, here, actually I meant to use the dark pumpkin pie. We'll do that. There we go. Now you can see those. Looks like they've got the chicken pox. This bag has, you know. Okay, there. That is good. And now we're going to do some of the pretty in pink. Pretty in pink. It's quite the alliteration, isn't it? Okay, we're going to do our light pink in the front, like this. And then we're going to do our dark, pretty in pink back here. Who would have ever thought that pink and orange would be a good combination? But I think it really works well together. There we have that. You could even add a little bit of depth with the blending, with the blends like that. And there we have it. Okay, and so all of those colors, this is what I used. And okay, now we're going like, oh dear, that little tiny intricate. Now, obviously, this would have been really great to put on an adhesive sheet, but I didn't. I always think about adhesive sheets later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some glue dots here, and I'm just going to sort of roll them up on my take your pick tool like that. Put one there, and the other one is going to go with the same place and work next to the other area. Okay, and now I'm going to just pop it on like that. That's going to hold that. Okay, now we can just take our shopping cart. I'm going to take a little bit of Tombow glue and I'm just going to put the glue, the Tombow, around the edges. So, do any of you have this set of stamps? Have you played with it at all? How many of you thought, I would never use a shopping stamp? I didn't think I would. We had one a few years ago. It was with high heels and shoes and all that. It was sort of fun. But this one's totally, we've never had a little shopping cart. So there's that. It's, you know, you can always take a block like this and hold it down. Then you don't get your fingers dirty. Now I left this open. Oh, I can see that's popping through right there. So this is all open. And our shopping bag is going to go in there like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the bottom. On the bottom of that and the bottom of the flowers. And then I'm going to slide them in there like this. I'm going to put them at a little bit of an angle. Like that. And there we have it. And we're going to take our happy birthday greeting. We're going to pop that up with some dimensionals. One thing about that Tombow, now my fingers are sticky. I don't like that. I don't like to get sticky fingers. I like to keep them clean. Anyway, well, they get filled with ink. sometimes. Anytime I go to the chiropractor, and my chiropractor said, "You had a class today. Your hands are all inky, aren't they?" There we have it. And now we just need some little gems on here. On the other card, I use the petunia for the pop of color. And what do you think? Do you think I should use the petunia this time? I didn't really ask too many opinions today. I did in the morning class. We had lots of choices to make, but this afternoon we just sort of been clipping along. I'm going to use a little petunia. We could use the peach pie too. We could try that. We'll try the peach. We'll do peach. Right there's one, and we'll do we can mix it up. Well, we can mix, I think that's what we'll do. We'll do a petunia right there, and we've got one pretty in pink. We'll do another pretty in pink. We're going to do that one right there. And that should do it. That's 3, and that should work. These are called in color resin dots. Really nice. You will see me using those a lot. So there is our card, and here is the other one with the petunia that I did before. And here's the one that I started with that's a little drabber piece of 1.5 inch paper, but I like this other one better. Okay, let's turn the camera, close your eyes, and we'll flip back to the other way. And here we go. There we are. Thank you so much, Jan. I appreciate that. I appreciate you ladies tuning in this afternoon. For some of you on the East Coast, it's pretty late already. Oh, thank you so much, Stacy. You are in Florida, so it's later there. It's already 7 o'clock. You've probably already eaten. We have not, it's only, now it's 5 o'clock here, and I have to drive into town to go to the pharmacy. Now, remember, if you make a purchase from me, you'll get all 5 kits. You'll get the one with the shopping cart, and then you'll get this one, and from Thoughtful Wishes. These 2 are from Thoughtful Wishes. And then we have the 2 cards from this morning, the book binding, airplane. If you have not watched that video, you can go back. You can watch it either on my Crafting Creations by Corinne earlier today. Hey, Munch, thank you so much. And or you can watch it on YouTube too. I always transfer these to YouTube. So my directions, so that's what you get. Everything cut and embossed for you. If your order is over $50, you get a package of gems to go with it. And I think you would really enjoy the kit a lot. Please use the host code if possible, if you can do that. If you would rather call me or text me or email me your order, you can also do that. And next week we will be back at our normal morning time at 10 o'clock Mountain Time. And that's it for today. Let's see once if we have, hey, Carolyn, so nice to see you this morning. Where are you from, Carolyn? We have so many new people that live in different parts of the country that don't normally catch me in the morning. In the morning when I'm on at 10 o'clock Mountain Time, that's 9 o'clock in California, so that's pretty early. But that's just what works for me. Alrighty, ladies, that's it for today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next Tuesday at our normal 10 o'clock in the morning. Alrighty, bye-bye. Oh, the directions will be all posted under More. Give me about 5 minutes, and I will download these. They're all typed up. And they'll be under the More. So until next week, thanks so much. Have a good evening.